Hey, I'm Katie, and this is going to be a video on heartbreak because this past week I got dumped on my ass. Let me start from the beginning. He'd been acting kind of weird. His name's Justin, and he'd been acting kind of weird. You know, he wasn't really acting like himself, and, I'd asked him if anything was wrong, and he was like, no, 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 I'm fine, I'm fine. And, all that weekend he ignored me. He was still talking to my best friend because they're friends too. And I was like, what the fuck ever. I'm so done. I'm going to dump him, which I wasn't going to. I was just saying it to make myself feel better. And Sunday, he asked me if I wanted to come over. And he was like, I'm sorry for ignoring you all weekend. Do you want to come over and hang out for a little bit? And I was like, sure, why not? He came and got me. We hung at his house for a little bit. On the way home, my best friend texted me and was like, sweetheart, I'm so sorry. I was like, why? And I asked him, I was like, hey, why did Erin just say she's sorry? And he was like, And he started looking out the window and he didn't say a single fucking word. I was like, yeah, I'm about to get dumped. But little did he know, he had told my best friend that he was thinking about dumping me. And I had a sleepover with her that Friday night, and she told me. So I already knew. When we pulled into my driveway, I was just going to get out of the car, and I was going to be like, pipe the fuck down, and I was just going to leave, and I wasn't going to listen, but I stopped, and I sat there and I listened. When we first pulled in, he kissed me, and he was like, I love you, and I still want to be with you, but right now I think we need to fix our issues. I don't know what our issues are, or what they were. I have no clue. But he said he still wanted to be with me and that we just needed to fix our issues and that he'd still drive me and we could still hang out and he'd still take me to ring dance if we aren't back together by then. Keep in mind, ring dance is in like a month. It's like February 23rd, so ring dance is in like a month. So he obviously had intended on being back together by then. And I don't know now. Okay, after all of this, he asked me if I wanted to say anything. And I was like, I don't know what to say that would be nice. And he was like, say whatever you want, I deserve it. And I was like, yeah. And I sat there for a minute and he's like, you're not going to say it? And I was like, I'm trying to think of the nicest way possible to say it. And he was like, okay. And finally I was like, I told him how, I was just going to get out of the car and be like, pipe the fuck down. But I didn't. And, he got really quiet after that. And I told him I was really mad and I was really upset. And he said he still wanted to be with me and that he didn't plan on us being apart for a long time because he already didn't like us being apart because I was crying. I was semi-crying. I had a few tears falling every now and then. And so he was like, I already don't like this. And then halfway through saying that, he was like, I don't want to do this, and he started kissing me. The fuck, bro? Seriously? Then I was really confused and I was like, I don't even know what's going on. So finally I was just kind of like, okay, whatever, I'm going inside. I got inside, I threw off his jacket, I went in my mom's room and I cried. My mom was like, sweetheart, what happened? And I told her, and she was like, boys are stupid. I was like, hell yeah, they are. But, okay, so that's my heart. Well, there's a little more, but it's not really important. He's just being really confusing. So here are a few tips to help you get over a major heartbreak. Because I'm freaking in love with that boy. So, tip 1. Hang out with a friend. As soon as you get dumped, go to a friend's house. It is the best thing ever. I called up my friend Jules, and I was like, Jules, I need to come over. And she was like, he dumped you, didn't he? And I was like, yes. And she was like, well, we're on our way. Don't worry, we're going to pick up ice cream. And I was like, thank you so much. And so, we sat there and we ate ice cream all night, and that's probably the best thing you can do is eat food and be with your friends. That's just the best advice I can give you. And also, try and make him jealous. If he dumps you, and the next day you have school or something, look hot. Look incredibly hot. If it's, warm, wear your shortest ass shorts. Wear your nicest bra. Make yourself look so attractive. Nicest makeup, hair done, oh, you want me, and you know you want me. The fuck did I give up? You'll know if you look there or not, because you'd be like, I would tap that. I say that a lot, sorry. But those are the 2 main tips, and just don't post anything on like Facebook about it. Or Twitter, like if he's following you on Twitter, don't post anything on Twitter. Especially if he says y'all are going to get back together. If you post anything that he can see, it's going to make him not want to get back together with you. I promise. He's going to be like, oh, wow, she went and talked shit. He's not going to want to get back together with you. Someone told my heartbreak that I said a bunch of shit about him, and now he's mad at me. So, I don't know anymore. But don't say anything about him. You can say guys are confusing. You can say stuff like that. Just don't say anything about him if y'all are planning on getting back together. Because it will ruin it. I promise. I can promise you anything that it's going to ruin it. So just don't say anything about it. Unless y'all are completely done, that's when you can say anything. And just listen to a lot of music. Music helps. Food. Lots of ice cream. Food. If you don't want to get fat, eat lots of like yogurts or fruit smoothies. Those work. Those taste like ice cream, kind of. Kind of. But yeah, friends, food. Don't post anything if y'all are going to get back together. If y'all aren't going to get back together, you can post whatever the fuck you want. And my problem is, I still have both of the stuffed animals he gave me, his jacket, his shirt, all of the notes he's ever written me, and I still read them all the time. Today was exactly a week, and then tomorrow is one of our anniversaries, so like, the fuck, bro. And he dumped me when I needed him. He dumped me when my dad was dying, my granddad was dying, and I had just gone to a thing for my friend who killed himself. Like, for real? You're gonna do that to me? Like, everyone's been telling me to just give up on him, and I'm about to, because he's ridiculous. So, I mean, if it's gotten to the point where you're not talking, like, y'all aren't talking at all, and he's just being a complete douche, that's when you need to move on. Because it's just going to lead with more heartbreak, especially if you keep telling yourself that you can fix it. Because sometimes you just can't. Sometimes it's not meant to be. And I know that really hurts, but sucks to suck. Pretty much all there is to it. And guys, if you're listening to this, don't ever put a girl through this. Ever. Please be straightforward with her. Because I promise, if you just did that to a girl, she's like, the fuck. Just the fuck? How can you do that to me? Especially like when she needs you. Because that's just messed up on so many levels. Don't be one of those guys, please. Please. If any of you need any help dealing with heartbreak or have any advice for me, message me or comment and I can help you or you can help me. Bye!